Okay, now we're going to be pouring our concrete in our concrete form. So this is the third step that we have here. Last time we had all our forming and tying our rebar for our foundation wall. Now it's time to finally pour it. I got a bucket of already mixed concrete. This is just bad concrete. If we were doing a real foundation wall, you definitely want to get a concrete truck. The concrete walls for your house requires a ton of concrete. So, just kind of giving it one set over here. All right. Looks like it's ready to go. All right. Now let's start pouring. Now I'm going to really want to make sure all of that is getting pushed down and not getting caught up on the rebar. Kind of pouring this in stages here, making sure everything's nice and compact. Now you don't want your concrete real watery, and you don't want your concrete real hard to work with. All right, they're just kind of middle of the way here. And what we do on the job site when the concrete truck comes is that we want, we want a slump test done that we do, and we measure. It kind of measures how well the concrete is doing, how well it mixes. So if it slumps too much, it's too watery, you can't use it. If it doesn't slump at all, it's not wet enough to really work with. So that's a good way of kind of telling if your concrete's good. Making sure getting a nice base level layer here, making sure all the concrete's falling down. You don't want a bunch of spotty missing spots once you take the forms off and have big hunks missing out of your foundation wall that you're going to get a patch up. Want that stuff all nice and form into your forms nicely. All right, time to mix some more concrete. You notice that the rebar is not really close to any of the edges. You want to make sure that your rebar is in the center, all right, and is not going to be close to any edges where it might be exposed by the time you pour. And when it dries, there's only like just a little bit of concrete there to separate the rebar from the edge of the concrete. And just like in parking garages, a lot of the times you can see people hitting the concrete, and then you see the rebar quickly exposed sometimes. So I'm using specifically a mixer drill, all right, to mix this concrete. You gotta be careful with these mixer drills because the kids bind up on you and kind of throw you.
You would definitely want to start off a little slow.
Didn't realize I was out of the shot.
There I am.
Grab another bag of concrete here. Hopefully this is the last time I'm gonna mix. Gonna put the rest of it in here. Concrete, you always need less water than you actually think. A little bit more water. We'll fill it up. little bit more. I'm not going to go crazy smoothing her out because I still got to install the anchor bolts. What I'm going to do to level this out is take this 2x4 and I'm just going to press it hard on there. Alright. Smooth this out. Not have my float on me, or else I will be using that. Alright, now it's time to put our anchor bolts on. Because this is what's going to be tying on mudsill onto our foundation wall. So here it is right here. That's like our mudsill here. And this is our anchor bolt. Alright, sometimes called a J-bolt. And now I'm going to place this inside the concrete here. Now, since it's so small of a wall, I'm not really measuring of where I'm going to put it. Alright, so but I know I need to be somewhere in the center here. I'm just gonna, yeah. Sometimes you gotta take a hammer. And I pre-marked where I need it. Alright, because it needs to be those threads. Alright, where our 1.5 inches is. Alright, you can see. Alright, it can't be too high. Alright, the threads have to be at a certain point so you can fasten them down. Nice. Alright. Install our other two here. Make sure they're nice and straight. Install our next two. You just want to get it to about the middle. And I'm just going to patch it up. I was just checking, make sure it wasn't too high. Just got that one concrete over here. All right, there we go. All nice and level. Flat, that'll turn up nicely here. And then it'll be good to go. And the next time we'll put on our mud sill with our sill and kind of go from there. Just kind of lean just a little bit. Some up here. Sometimes they just lean, while concrete's drying. But everything looks good. Next time we'll be putting on our mud sill, like I said. Let this set up for about a day. All right, overnight here, and we should be good to go.